Hi, welcome back to the show. In life, people get many opportunities. Meet a new person, try a new meal, or even take a new job. In fact, according to the Bureau of Labor, the average worker holds 10 different jobs before the age of 40. Now, that's not exactly the case for UL women's basketball coach Garry Broadhead. He's been the head man for 11 years, and his path has been quite a unique one, George.
Karaski, thanks so much. Yeah, you look, 10 jobs before the age of 40 and just 12 to 15 jobs in a lifetime. That's the stat. For Raging Cajun head women's basketball coach Garry Broadhead, he's had two professions. We know one, basketball, a true passion for him. The other, I was astonished to learn of and had to find out more about, the farming coach. This is where we're used to seeing Louisiana Raging Cajun women's basketball coach Garry Broadhead walking the sidelines of the program he's built and cultivated for more than a decade. But before he took the whistle and dedicated his life to coaching, Garry learned the value of hard work, not only on the basketball court, but by watching his family and their strong work ethic running various family businesses.
They talk about what Cajun people are, and they're honest people. I mean, even though my last name's Broadhead, I'm really a Partan Delahousie. I got a lot of Guidry. Guidry's Hardware is my grandfather. It's just like, that's all my people, we call it. And, it's just honesty. But learning from the culture, how hard work can really bring you success. And I think that was the biggest thing that I was taught.
Garry graduated from USL in 1980, headed from the graduation stage to his father-in-law's farm.
We were farmers, growing soybeans and wheat and all that right out of high school. It allowed me to coach during the winter times because we didn't have no crop. We grew up not hunting and fishing that much, but playing basketball, and so when I had an opportunity to coach and do something that, I really loved the farming part of it, I was blessed to, my father-in-law had a big farm, and, when I married his daughter, I was able to kind of join the big farm, and it was learned a lot.
Those lessons led him to become the first, and at the time, the only farmer in the region growing cucumbers. The family began to grow cucumbers because soybean prices in the mid-'80s started to tail off.
Here I am, 20-something years old, and trying to be the first one in Louisiana to try to grow cucumbers for pickles, and Cajun Chef products. Jimmy B. R. and them were involved in it. But Dr. DeSalle here at UL approached our farm about doing it, and we started with 10 acres, and that 10 acres led to 1,000 acres, later on in life.
As life tends to do, Garry's two loves, farming and coaching, came to a head. A seed planted by another passionate young basketball coach in the area, STM's Danny Broussard, helped him with that. Danny told him, follow your passion.
He said, man, I'm envious of you, you're doing what you love. He said, I wish I was coaching. I said, why don't you? And I think he kind of looked at me like, I said, it's not too late. And I said, look, Andrew had a nice little shop at the time. I said, well, he's got a nice store, shop, he's making money, income. You could probably still do a little bit of farming, go back and get your degree and become a coach. And about 3 years later, he gets introduced as the Turling's head coach, and I said, I'll be darned.
With that extra bit of motivation, Garry began to transition from farmer to coach. He eventually decides, with the blessing of his wife, to leave the crops and head to the courts full time.
And you have to have a wife that's really understanding. That's the number one thing. I would have never been able to do it if she didn't understand what my real passion was the coaching stuff. And so here I am, we're doing really well, we built a house, we're really moving forward with the farm. To me, when you try to extend it for more than 20 years, you're gonna run into some bad times, and I hadn't really ran into any bad times, and I was kind of concerned about that. I was like, man, we really in a good position. We have a chance to get out and, move into, something that I really want to do, and kind of almost like retiring into the coaching part of it to get some good looks on the transition.
Thus, a prosperous career began to bud as an AAU coach, a high school coach, winning a state championship with Turlings in 2002, then heading to McNeese to get college experience as an associate head coach. And then, for the past 11 seasons, leading the Raging Cajun women's team to some of the most successful years in program history. winning 183 games and leading the Cajuns to their first Sun Belt Conference regular season championship and first ever appearance in the women's NIT. Broadhead's success rooted in the lessons he learned from his family. And while no one knows what's in store for the future, you can bet whether it's surveying a cucumber farm or roaming the sidelines as a basketball coach, one thing rings true. He'll do it with passion. So Coach Broadhead said to me after this piece, he was talking a little bit about how, you have good teams. The reason you have a good team is because you have good players. Well, it was the same for him with farming. The land he had, he said it was like having a great player. The land kept on doing its job, and so it made his job as a farmer a whole lot easier.
And absolutely, as a farmer, you're able to fertilize and help with the growth process, just like with the cucumbers. We've seen Coach Broadhead grow young players going forward and making them astounding on the court.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really kind of an interesting story. I just couldn't believe that he went from farming to coaching. I had to check out that story. It was really a lot of fun to pursue. So thanks to Coach Broadhead for giving me the access, because Karaski helped out on that story for sure as we move forward there. But good job from Coach Broadhead, Karaski.
Good job for you, sir.
Oh, thank you. All right.